Hey, what's up, everybody? So I kind of got like a little odd realization that I came to, but as I was scrolling through the dating app looking for a wife and everything, um, I do have one potentially prospective um, lady, um, per se. Um, the funny thing is that I was on Twitch yesterday with a new buddy. Me and him were like best friends. We only know each other like 3 or 4 days, but he's awesome. So if you want to hang out with me and him on Discord, he's on just about every day and with me, and he's awesome. And we talk about all types of stuff. But anyway, he was listening to me talk, and I was like, you know what? I really wonder if this lady that keeps coming up on my, like on my, what do you call that thing? Uh, I'm trying to think what you call that. Sorry, I'm just trying to think. Um, Heck on it. The Chispa app. It's a Spanish dating app, and I love Spanish women. Like Spanish women and European women, Australian, basically any foreign woman mostly, but like certain accents I really love, like uh, Australian and British and Dutch and Irish, Scottish. Those are like some of my favorites. But I love all accents, but those ones from Europe, Russian, Ukraine, those are all like some of my favorites. Um, and that's not a segue or nothing. It's just I was just making a point. But depending on who the woman is, whoever's talking, the Spanish chick could be more preferred, or it could be the European chick. But that's the point. Is that's the whole reason why I got onto the app, is because I was like, you know what? I live in Kentucky, and there's barely any type of Spanish. Like, there's virtually no Spanish women available to date. There's no prospects because they're all taken. And like when I worked at Sam's Club, and shout out to all my Spanish community people that be keeping Sam's Club afloat. I can honestly tell you that probably more than 50% of Sam's Club sales, comes from the Spanish-speaking community, like Mexico, Colombia, um, Venezuela, uh, everywhere. If I said something that wasn't a that was not a right Spanish-speaking place, I apologize. Uh, Colombia, Cuba, Puerto Rico, everywhere. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all are great. But you all usually, the Spanish community usually would come in with family, and and maybe the few ones that I did see, I wasn't really interested in. So I'm pretty much kind of screwed in that aspect. So I said, you know what? Let me see if there's a Spanish dating app. So I went on there, and I've actually got like 16 likes, or more than 16 likes. I don't know. It's hard to like. There's the number's there, and then there's like a plus sign. So I don't really know. I'm new to the app, so I don't really know what that even means exactly. But I'll try to figure it out. But anyway, um, the same woman like popped up every single time I would get on, and I was like, "What's up with this?" So I told my buddy, I said, "You know what, bro? I'm gonna screw around. I just want to see, just for the sake of being goofy, if this chick actually is interested." So, and I hadn't gotten that many matches because I'm new on the app, but I was like, let me just take a look and see. And So I did, and lo and behold, as soon as I did it, it was like, it's a match. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. That is so ironic. She's like 47. She's very attractive. She likes younger guys. Cause I asked her. I told her my little stuff, and I said, I have two cats. I love animals, but I'm only wanting to have cats live with me. And then she was like, yes, I prefer. She said she prefers younger guys, and then she has a cat. Um, which Harley would easily tolerate a cat. My previous girlfriend, Radina, she had. Well, and by the way, she got some mail today, and I'm gonna make sure the mailman gets it to her. So, don't be vindictive or evil just because you break up with somebody. Do the right thing and make sure they get their mail or whatever, property or whatever. They know that they know she don't live here, but apparently, whoever sent that letter doesn't get. They didn't get the memo or whatever. But anyway, Radina had a dog, and Harley doesn't like dogs, but she barely tolerated her. And after like a year, 4 months before we broke up, it took Harley Quinn a year to finally accept the dog, which is hilarious. Not about the breakup, just the fact that Harley's like, this bitch. Female dogs are a bitch. Technically. Technically. I'm not talking about ladies. I'm not talking about humans. I'm talking about the dog. That's literally what that means. But I'm just talking about from Harley's perspective being funny. I think y'all probably pick that up, but if not, it's okay. Um, but anyway, oh, I gotta reload. Let me put that on there. Anyway, me and Medina were together like a year and a half, and then like 20, I think, 17 to 18 or 18 to 19, I was with Tana for like a year. And Tana had a cat named Fat. I miss that little guy. Um, I don't miss Tana. I did initially, for like slightly, but I don't miss her no more. I just hope she's doing okay and pray for her. But I do miss Fats or Fat. She called him Fat. He was a cute little guy, and so let's use the elemental. And oh wait a minute, I didn't put the thing in there. Why do I keep saying I didn't put the thing in there? I'm talking about the macro. But there we go. But right, and the reason I'm telling you this is because um, you can see he's the gray and silver cat, and you can see that Harley clearly loved him a lot, so they got along great, which I'm really glad about. So hopefully, if that woman does turn out to be my wife, and by the way, y'all, I'm not saying I'm about to get married like in a month or the next day or like a year or something. I'm completely skipping the girlfriend part and going straight to like fiance and then wife. Because when you say girlfriend, I think like, oh, y'all will be together for a while, then you break up, or you're just having physical interaction or whatever. It's not really sincere. I feel like fiance and marriage is like when you're a real adult. When you accept that you're a real adult and you're like, hey, I'm gonna do this finally. That's my own opinion. But when when you're saying to a woman, hey, I'm looking for a wife, there ain't no girlfriend part. Because a girlfriend and a wife ain't the same thing. You don't call your wife your girlfriend, do you? Exactly. Point in case. Just my own opinion. I literally just thought about that just now. What am I doing? Where am I at? What the heck? Oh, I'm over here. I couldn't see I got two little Vulperiors. I couldn't see myself. They're so little. They're cute as a button. They're just real small. Them real small. But anyway, um, all the glory to God for everything, man. It's just been such a blessing to have just be alive, man. Whatever you love doing, stop what you're doing and just thank God, because there's somebody that died and wound up in hell because they weren't saved, and that guess what? They're not doing what they love to do anymore because it's too late. So if you don't know the Lord, you can say the sinner's prayer and accept the Lord right now. You don't have to be in a church. You don't have to sit here and listen to me forever, all my videos. You don't have to do none of that. You can accept the Lord anywhere. Happens all the time. Like the thief on the cross accepted the Lord. One of the two other guys that were crucified for something. Obviously, they did something real bad because they got crucified, and that's the worst way to die. Um, as back, just in general, or at least back then it was. I don't know exactly the semantics of it. I'm not that intelligent to sit here and tell you all that. Um, but just you know, putting it out there like that and that form of information kind of lets you know that things could easily be a lot worse. And so what I'm saying is every day, every second you're alive, God's giving you a chance to turn it around. So why wait? And it's free. And that's why the Bible says that pride comes before the fall. I believe it says that. And that's because too many of y'all are too prideful, thinking that you don't need God because you can do everything on your own. And that's the main reason why, one of the main reasons why God made Eve for Adam, because he realized that it wasn't good for man to be alone. And so it is biblically, and the way that God wants us to live is to find a husband or a wife and live in abundance and be blessed and truly enjoy our time here before it's our time to go home with the Lord. Those of us that are saved. And I told my friend yesterday, he had showed me not I didn't ask her. I don't ever ask nobody nothing like that. I don't get in people's business, but he had was showing me a picture of him and me because he was showing a picture of him and his little boy, and his little boy's cute as a button. Him and his wife had a kid, their own kid, like biological kid, and then she has some other, like 4 other kids, so they got like 5, I think he said, 5 kids. I didn't see the other ones, I just saw the one biological one, and then he showed me a picture of him, and he's 6'4", I'm 5'11", so I wish I was 6'4". But that's my homeboy. He's a mod now, so I've got 3 mods. The other 2 mods I haven't seen in a while, but it's no big deal. People got stuff going on. It's not like I'm like keeping people on lockdown or something. But I know it's kind of goofy, but it's like if you haven't thought about nothing to thank God for, once you actually have the person that you've been looking for your whole life and everything, and you're like, you come to the realization that you're like, oh, this is, well, put it this way, once you get married, once you get married, once you get married, um, and you consummate the marriage, I promise you there will be a time where you're gonna be like, oh my goodness, thank you Lord, thank you God. Now you're definitely probably not gonna say it in that fashion. It's probably gonna be a whole lot more loud. But even something like that is good because you're giving God the glory. And um, so anyway, she told me that she's like, yeah, like I prefer younger men. I have a cat, and I don't want kids, and I've never been married. So ironically, in theory, in practice, maybe I might have actually found my wife. I don't know. And surprisingly, she's not actually like 100% the type of woman that you would say I would marry. But at the same time, like when I look at her, I'm like, yeah, I have a good feeling. So that when you're wondering why, it's like, why does Karn keep showing us pictures of his exes? And you could maybe say from your own opinion like they're attractive or whatever. I'm not talking about like 1 to 10. I'm not doing all that. I don't like doing that anyway. Sometimes as guys we do that being goofy, but like when I'm being serious, I don't like doing that because it's not nice. Um, and people think I look a certain kind of way, and then somebody else will be like, "Oh, he's hideous," right? So beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So that's why I don't like getting into a pissing contest about who's more attractive. And I'd 100% marry a lady that was quote unquote less attractive in the world's eyes, just solely based upon how her mind operated and worked and the mental part of it and the longevity of like deep conversations and this and that, bouncing off ideas off each other, making plans, doing things as a unit, as opposed to, oh, just look at her, she's so hot. That'll get old real quick, trust me. Well, unless you're just a shallow person that only loves like looks and intercourse or something. I don't know. I guess that might work for some people. But then I feel like as a woman, you would get. I'm only theorizing, but I would think as a woman, you would get kind of to the point of broken owls and Azuna. Broken owls is Legion. Azuna, okay. I think you would kind of get a little bit like feel like you're being degraded. I almost said degraded, degraded in that fashion. I think. Um, but the Lord works in mysterious ways. So if that is her, that would be like the most random. Like, how'd you meet your wife? Oh, by accident. Like, what do you mean by it? Because like I literally, it wasn't like I was like, oh, I'm gonna try to swipe and see how many of all these likes I have. Who's the swipe for who might be the wife? Like I wasn't even doing that. Like we were talking and just being goofy, and lo and behold, it was like the most random thing, and so um, yeah, that's kind of straight like that with that, and I'll keep y'all updated. But and one thing I will say, y'all, you really only have like a day or two to really get somebody's attention, because I'm just talking to the men, because women get like we might get. Well, I don't know. From speaking for myself, I have like I can't go through all of them, but I have a lot of messages of like matches on Tinder, for example, and I've talked to all of them, right, at a point, and then you kind of have a gap where you don't talk, and then like you message them or they message you and you message back, and they don't message back, and because people get, people have lives and stuff like that, so people don't have all day to be sitting there trying to figure out if you're interested. So I just skip all that nonsense, and I just told her, I said, hey, I'm legitimately interested in you, and here's my number if you want to FaceTime or text or talk. To me, that's being a real man, in my opinion. Just because you saw my page, and I told people only swipe if you're serious. So you know my intentions and you know where I'm at. So there's really not even a need to go through all that rigmarole of, oh, when am I going to get the number? When am I going to get the number or give the number, right? Um, I think them days are kind of over with, in my opinion. Oh shit, hold on, where's my thing? Everything's a thing. Where's my thing? I put the thing, I forgot to put the thing. Oh, yesterday I said it's my first time putting it in the box. And I was talking about like TSM or something, but it sounded like something it shouldn't have not sounded like, but it was said. And it can never be unsaid. But I'm not trying to sound like suggestive or nothing. It's just that that's how it came out at the moment. So, dang, there's a lot of these. Is there really 11? I'm buying them all. Oh, grape gout, that's worth a lot. I'm addicted to buying stuff on the auction house. Like, I buy like all of the item. Like, if you can buy like, if there's 10 of them, I'm buying 10. How many of these are there? Oh, there's like 4 more. I bought like 12 of these. But they're worth like 20,000, 30,000, 50,000 gold. And there's like a bunch of them for 155 gold, so I gotta get them. I don't want that. But anyway, I'll keep y'all updated on her. Like I said, she's 47. I'm kind of shooting for the range of like 39 to 50-ish, 55 or something like that. A lot of y'all are too young to understand that, but it's not always about looks, it's not always about money, it's not always about age. Love is universal, and everybody finds love in different ways and likes different things, which is totally fine. But you don't have to have permission or have to be apologetic about what you like or who you like what type of woman you're after. Um, there's a lot of these. I got 60. Oh, I got 60,000 gold. Okay. Yeah, we're buying all of these drinks. Clefthoof mace. That's worth 12k. I don't know if I want to buy that though. Charlotte scale. Buy a couple of those. Get these. But I was trying to say something about. I guess that was it. Oh, the Hadalupas, I forgot to buy that. That's worth a lot. Trying to see if there's anything big on here. Oh, the matches in the Tinder. I don't know if I got to that part. That's what I was trying to say. I couldn't remember what I was getting at. So, paste. Okay, we'll keep going. The reason I don't really stop unless I'm actually not at my workstation is because I'm working around the clock. So I have chronic fatigue syndrome and I have Crohn's disease and all these other things, and that's why you see me drinking all the time, because I'm drinking caffeine all the time to be able to function, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to get up. So Crohn's is an autoimmune disorder. So basically, people with autoimmune disorders have fatigue problems. They're tired a lot or all the time. They don't get the same nourishment from food and liquid like normal people do. So there's a lot of things that go into it. And so I don't know, like I might sleep a day and a half, but then I'll stream for a day and a half. So I'm basically working the same amount of time that other streamers are, or content creators. It's just that my schedule is a little erratic, which I'm glad I brought that up, because I wanted to uh, uh, I wanted to remind you all to, if you could please, make sure you click the notification bell on all of my stuff, but especially my Twitch, because that's the main thing I go live on. So that way when I do go live, like even if I'm live at a time that you're just like randomly up, but and you're not gonna like watch me, if you could just, it's called lurking, I guess, I don't know, but if you can, I guess, lurk on my page, which means just keep my page up, preferably for the whole time I'm streaming, which you may not know if you're not paying attention now if I'm streaming or not, but if you can keep it up just for as long as you're able to. Like if you go to work and you turn your computer off or somebody uses the computer or whatever, that's totally fine, but it'll just help support the page and my growth, because I'm starting to get, like on Twitter and YouTube, I'm starting to get maybe about like a couple of followers a day, which is awesome. So my thanks to you guys, my views are going up, likes are going up, subs are going up and everything. I keep saying it, I keep putting it off, but for real this time, I'm gonna get my Patreon set up today. I'll set up my a Cash App, I guess, because I've seen other content creators use that. And then I'm gonna set up Cash App, PayPal. I've got my GoFundMe. Let's see, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Once I get affiliate on Twitch, you can subscribe to my, I guess my page. I guess I think it's like, I think somebody said you get like $4.99 each sub you have or something. There's something about gift and stuff or something. I don't know what all that means. The only thing I'm really familiar with is like, you can get like donations from viewers. So, I'm not trying to, like I said in my other video, my monthly bills was only about like $1,500. So that's really, that's all I'm trying to do is have enough to take care of my finances up until I get, or in conjunction with getting my disability, and then keep growing everything and be able to support myself, because and this means a whole lot more than y'all can ever understand, because financial hardship has been a part of my whole life, and it's one of the last things that I need to break free of, and then I can finally have that weight off my shoulders. Like I just paid my rent like a week ago for this month, but even still, I'm always like, oh my gosh, am I going to be homeless for the 21st time? Like it's such a bad thing that the devil has been torturing me with. So I'm praying for protection from that negativity. Because I'm like, oh, you're homeless, you lose everything, I lose my cats, and then from there your mind just goes crazy. But anyway, in lieu of not having like fornication or girlfriends or whatever, I was like, well, I can still have friends, and so I'm looking for some female best friends. And then I was like, with my back, for example, I definitely need a lady that could, I don't know, step on my back or do something to, because it's like the last 5 out of 8 months I've blown my back out, and now I can't even sleep too long without it hurting really, really bad, and I'm having to use all that back spray, which works good, and then the heating pad, and so it's just getting worse and worse. I got my Joker was messing with something to knock this down, but coincidentally, on the 12th, in 11 days, I have my appointment with my pain doctor, so I'm gonna get injections. So the injections will help, but it'll also help like maintenance-wise if I have a lady that can help me in that regard. So yeah, I guess that's kind of the deal with that. Oh gosh. Hold on 1 second. I already got that on there. Okay. Oh wow, those are really up like that. Is that low? Hold on a second. I was just checking something. Oh wow. Let me run that scan on that actually. But and I'm talking like the 21 to like 25ish range because I can relate from a guy's perspective about how I was at that age and my mindset and how I wasn't really all the way with the Lord and stuff like that. And I was kind of thinking like, man, I bet a lot of these girls don't really have like anybody that's consistent. Cause see, you can be ministering to somebody, but you got to be consistent. Cause it's a walking with the Lord is an everyday thing. You know, sinning and doing wrong is an everyday thing. Doing right is an everyday thing. Like these things never stop until we drop. You know, and so uh, here, let me mute this. I'm sorry, this music keeps playing. I'll finish this video up in a second, but um, I kind of came over that myself. I wouldn't say the Lord put it on my heart, but I was like, yeah, having platonic friends, which means you don't have any like physical or sexual stuff going on. Um, I think that would be really beneficial for me and for her, and maybe also I can get out of the house or whatever the case may be type thing. So I think it would be good all around, in general. Uh, so yeah, of course now if I end up at a point where I'm in courtship with a potential wife, then yeah, of course I won't continue to have those other ladies around. But I do have two female best friends, and so I am actually looking for another female best friend. So that would be great. This, why did I put that on ignore? That's weird. This isn't like an invitation or nothing necessarily at all. I mean, I'm just speaking from like something that you don't hear every day that I don't think you've ever heard before. So in other words, even if it's not somebody you're dating, like if you have a date and there's like a double date with Tinder or something, and she brings her friends, and then you kind of see that her friends are kind of like might need a little bit of help or whatever, right? You can minister to them like anywhere. But the point is like turning a negative into a positive, because basically Tinder is cinder, like cinder, Tinder. You'll end up in cinders, right? If you get that, I hope you do. If you don't get it, somebody could put a comment with that, what I'm talking about. But just trying to turn a negative into a positive in a place where it needs it the most. And at the same time, it doesn't always have to be about something physical, you know? Because there are a lot of people on there that's looking for friends, you know? Just something to think about, just something that I thought I might make a video on, because I know it's definitely something y'all probably never heard before, so. But yeah, I'm live on Twitch. On my Discord, I have Joko So Loco Yo 6989. That's my second account I'm playing right here, and that is my what do you call it? Auction house goblin gold making for World of Warcraft. So I buy stuff hourly. I update my stock hourly. I buy stuff around the clock. So learning, I got 3% recipes before I have all the recipes in the game. I don't know where I'm at on transmog, but I'm getting a ton of them all the time, and so I'm basically collecting everything in the game. So if you need something, I can't make tier 3 because I didn't have a rating guild in vanilla because I was a noob. But if you do have interest in whatever, like buy, sell, or trade, I'm definitely the one-stop shop. If you're on Bleeding Hollow, I have every profession and recipe for Dragonflight. Anything that's rank 2, I can make auto rank 5 with the insight, meaning no proc. And if it's got 3 slots on it, then you need, if you use the insight, it puts it at 372 out of 375 skill, so that has to be a proc. But I always use Sagacious Instant, and then I got max inspiration with the bonus inspiration thing that you can add. So yeah, just something to think about. But then also I need somebody that can help me around the house with like stuff, because I'm getting sicker and sicker and it's getting harder and harder to do stuff. So but yeah, I'll keep you updated on the lady and see if it goes anywhere. You never know. I'm very optimistic. I'm very excited, but at the same time, I'm not getting my hopes up. I'm just letting it happen organically, right? Um, but shout out to my new subscribers on the tube of you, me, for everybody to see. Pee Wee Herman, eehee. Hold on. Let me pull up my alert thing. I'm at 174 subscribers. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna go to like the last. Wait a minute. Can't you just do it where you get notify me from channels? No. I guess there's not a way to just get a notification if you have a new subscription, which is kind of weird. We're going back to 12 days ago. Let's see. Well, 9 days ago. Shout out to Sean Warren, a new sub. Shout out to Jay the Maestro, 3 days ago subbed. Ed Bartels, subbed 2 days ago. YouTube 1, 12 hours ago. Oh, that was just 2 hours ago. This person's on this video. Let me see what they said. 83 views and 3 likes. Thank you. 83 views and 3 likes. Thank you so much, guys. This person said, my bed, my blanket, and my mom. Lovely looking celebrities. So he was looking in the background of what I had in the background. So yeah, that's awesome. Let's have fun, guys. Let's have fun. Let's love each other. Let's stop being hateful. Let's stop being mad. Everybody's so much happier when you're having fun and helping and loving each other, man. That's real. You know what I mean? But yeah, shout out to you guys, and I'm live on Twitch right now. So throw me a follow, share my content, and my birthday's on March the 6th, so I'm gonna have an Amazon wish list. I'll put my Cash App. I have a Cash App. I don't use that often. I use like less than 50 times in my life, but I'll put a Cash App, my PayPal, on there. So if you wanna donate any little birthday money, so I can have some little funsy stuff or get some little stuff here. The main thing I need to get is like a lazy boy-esque type chair, gaming chair. This probably will be a lazy boy, and I'm gonna measure it and make sure that when I can sit up and do that, it's really good on my back. But for now, I got this this little mesh thing right here. Little back cover. It's black, so you can't see it. But then there's a seat cover, like down here, that you sit on, like that. So this is okay for now. But the thing is my back is hurting so bad that even using that, it's really painful. But I'm grinding for my babies, my cats, representing for the Lord, and trying to entertain y'all in some way. But yeah, I guess that's all I got for y'all, and we out this thing. I'm live on Twitch at Carnagious, and throw me a follow. Show me some love, say what's up. 100K gold to the 3 people that helped me get affiliate this week. I'll show you the gold, and then I can make an agreement where everybody can see it on Twitch, are in the game, and then you can screenshot it, whatever, and then once I get affiliate, as soon as I get it, I'll show you that I got affiliate, and I'll get you that gold. So yeah. All right, y'all. Peace.